Drawing. We do have a financial advisor, business advisor here with us today, David Rigland. And David, I know a lot of people want to know if you won that $1 billion, what exactly would you do first? And I know one of the first things you need to do, contact someone to help you with all those finances, get it organized.
That's right. I think the first thing that you need to do is go find your dream team. And it's 4 people. Think about the 4 musketeers, right? Number 1 is you need a great attorney. You may want to become anonymous after you earn or receive that $1 billion. So if you don't want anybody to know who you are, that ticket probably needs to go into a trust or LLC. So get a great attorney. 2, make sure you get a great accountant, because you will be paying a lot of taxes up front. And if you manage your money well, you'll be paying a lot of taxes for a lot of years to come. And a great tax accountant can help minimize that. Number 3, of course, you want a wealth advisor, somebody who can help you with your financial plan as well as your investing of that money. Number 4, the thing that most people wouldn't think about early, but you need, is a great therapist. Your world is about to change, and it's going to change in a big, big, big way. And we know a lot of times when people win a lot of money, they end up bankrupt because there's so many things, pressures that come along with the money. So get a good therapist, maybe see that person first.
I know, too, a lot of times people say you shouldn't be shouting it from the rooftops if you're the one who won, which obviously would be hard to contain that excitement. Maybe the ones who are around you during the drawing might know, but you do want to try to keep it quiet until you do have all 4 of those steps set in place.
That's right, because everybody is going to be coming after you, whether it's your friends, your relatives, charitable organizations. I think you need a plan. Whatever your plan is, have a couple things in mind. Number 1 is, what's your goal with the plan? What are my steps along the plan? And how do you keep it as simple as possible? A lot of times we get too complex when we have ideas out there. And if we can just simplify our lives, it reduces the stress level. And so we can make better ideas for the long term.
And of course, too, when you're thinking about trying to contact a lawyer, trying to contact that financial advisor, if you don't already have one, that too can put you in a tricky spot. You don't probably want to come out right away and say, hey, I'm the big winner from tonight's drawing. You probably want to try to find who's most respected in your communities, who has the right credentials, so that you don't get scammed right off the bat.
That's right. I would first start with either someone you know or someone you respect to give you advice about finding the first person, which is probably going to be the attorney. Attorney does have a client attorney privilege. They're going to keep your conversations confidential. So I think you would start with, my friend knows an attorney. Maybe I'll start with that person. Even if you don't use the first attorney that you talk to, maybe that attorney can lead you to someone else that is trusted in the field. So you certainly want to start with the legal side of the equation.
And as we're thinking about getting all of these steps set up, of course, it's just hard to even fathom winning that amount of money. Would you suggest to take that lump sum or to have it paid off over time? What would you advise to that winner?
I think that's probably one of the hardest questions to answer, because it's sure there's a financial equation, but I think the bigger equation is right up here, your mental. If you're good with money, you're used to having money, then maybe you do take the lump sum and you invest it, you create trust for your grandkids and those type of great things. But if you're not used to having money, it might be a good idea to take the annuity payments. It's almost like an annuity that you can count on, that, hey, maybe the first or second lump sum annuities that you get, maybe you spend all of those, you make your mistakes early so that the future payments that you get, maybe you're a little bit more wise to the spending, and it kind of limits how much money that you could give away to any one person or organization that year. So kind of create some guardrails. And again, that's where your business advisor as well as your therapist is going to help you, because in the end, your dream team are simply your coaches. You're the quarterback. You're making the final decisions. So you got to know thyself.
And unfortunately, we have seen that with some past winners, no matter what kind of lottery they've been playing, as they come into money, they get excited, they start spending left and right, new car, new house, new boat, and then all of a sudden it comes to be a few years down the road and they don't have anything left, and then they're stuck with some of these big payments still. So another thing to think about too, as you talk with these financial advisors, is, okay, what debt do I have now? What would I need to buy immediately to help kind of move me forward and staying financially secure for that future?
That's right. And one of the ideas that we have is keep doing what you're doing right now. If you're working somewhere that you actually like what you're doing, stay employed, because that's going to take a little bit of the pressure of having this money off of you right that minute. If you do get a lump sum, great advice. Go ahead and pay off all your debt, so that way you are financially free. You don't have high monthly expenses. You've gotten rid of your debt. Maybe you keep your fixed costs down. So even if you're taking it over time, then those payments in the future are certainly going to feel like they're more, because you don't have a lot of outgo. And when pure financial planning is comes back to the simplicity of, it's all about how much money is coming in versus how much money is going out. And if you can keep that amount of money going out, you're simply going to be in better shape.
Well, and as you said, too, again, it all comes down to being the person who can say, okay, I need to get these things set in place before I announce it from the rooftops, before my family members start coming to me, because we know in a lot of situations, not even just with lottery winners, but scammers, if they find out who you are, they start coming after you, too. They pretend they're with the Mega Millions group and need you to sign these other documents and transfer this money to get your money to you. So there's a lot of people out there trying to get a little catch you if you're the one who won that ticket.
Yes, certainly. You want to be dealing with large institutions. You want to deal with large financial institutions to help you protect your money. They're working with representatives that are reputable. You're always trying to, at the first foremost, is make sure that I just don't lose it all. Okay. You don't have to earn a lot. You don't have to double your money. You've already got a lot of money if this happens. So take it slow, take it steady. You don't have to make all the decisions in one day, 1 week, or even 1 year. If you take it slower, you're going to appreciate that a whole lot more year 2, 3, 4, and 5 down the road, and see how much good you can do, because you did win, you did buy the ticket, but it is about how much can you give back once you have been entrusted with these funds.
And I like, too, that you had mentioned as well that it's important to, when you're thinking about coming into this amount of money, to think about your mental health, because that really is just such a huge lifestyle change. I think that's important, not only to get your finances in place, but also to get your mental well-being in place as well.
Yes, we're seeing that explode right now. 2020, the pandemic was hard on everyone. And so we're all under stress. And so whether it's winning a lottery, selling your business, a big inheritance that you have coming to you, these are all major occurrences where we just need to work with someone who is qualified in the mental health space. We go see a doctor for our annual physical. If we break our leg, we're going to go to the emergency room and somebody's going to mend our leg. Why don't we take as much time worrying about our mental health and using a very qualified professional that can help you? These people are out there. If you don't find the right mental health expert on the first try, that's okay. Go to someone else until you find someone that you really establish a long-term bond with.
And we're taking a live look, too, right now at Bluebird Liquor. This is in the Los Angeles area. They've had a history of producing winning lottery tickets. They're, of course, proudly displaying them on their ceilings, on their walls. We're inside of the store seeing all of these people lined up trying to not only rub those tickets, but also maybe hope that they could pull out another win here. Any final thoughts, David, that you have for these lucky people who could possibly be winning tonight?
Well, I think the first thing is I'm going to jump on a plane and make sure I get out to LA, because if this is the places that I'm going to get my winning ticket, I certainly need to go. But in real terms, if you have a lottery ticket and you believe that it is the winning ticket, first and foremost, take a photocopy of the ticket. Second, safeguard the ticket. If you have a safety deposit box, that's the best place to put the ticket in the short term. Number three is understand the rules about how long you have to claim the prize. It's not tomorrow, it's not next week. You have time. Take the time to absorb the fact that you won. Take the time to establish your dream ticket. Be very methodical in the process. When you let them know it's going to be overwhelming, the more prepared you are, you've safeguarded the ticket. You have your team. At least you have an initial plan to handle the wealth that's coming your way. And good luck to everyone.
Exactly. Good luck to everyone. We know that it is, of course, the luck of the draw, the luck of those numbers. And we do appreciate you helping kind of break down what to do if you just so happen to be that 1 in 300 some million to claim the big win here tonight. So David Ragland joining us here on Live Now from Fox. Thanks so much, David. And I know you said you yourself have some tickets. So good luck to you tonight.
Absolutely. Have a happy weekend.
Thank you so much. And